Good morning. Here is our Greek for the week. Apokrythes de elegen autois. So this is taken from Luke chapter 3, and it has to do with John the Baptist. Apokrythes is if you see the theta epsilon there, it's an aorist passive participle. It's the nominative masculine singular form of it. Normally we would translate a aorist passive participle something like having been answered, the been from the passive, the having from the aorist. But this word is all a little off in various ways. So first of all, the word is apokrin, oh my. It's a deponent word. So even though it has a passive form, we're going to translate it active. So then you would say, okay, so having answered. Well, here's the next bit, that the aorist doesn't necessarily mean past time. And in this particular situation, the participle is telling us something that happened at the same time, a concurrent time, because not all participles are temporal. That is, not all participles are telling us about time. So this is telling us, it's more of the mode of saying, answering, in an answering way, he was saying to them. And so let's just translate it, and answering, the and coming from de, which is a procrastinator, never comes on time. It's post-positive. It's at least second, sometimes third, but we're going to translate it first. And because we can put up with procrastinators because the Greek language allows them. So, and answering, he was saying to them. So elegen is from lego. If you can see the leg in the middle, it is the present stem with an augment. That's the imperfect tense. And the imperfect tense in Greek has a sense of past time. But it can have different nuances. This might be a inceptive imperfect. So he began to say to them, something like that is a possibility, but you can leave it in the kind of raw imperfect tense, he was saying. And answering, he was saying to them, dative plural, capital letter. This is a quote. Not all Greek New Testaments capitalize quotes. And in fact, in the original Greek, they would have all been capital letters. But some Greek New Testaments help us out a little bit by capitalizing quotes. And I copied this from the SBL Greek New Testament, and it does capitalize quotes. So, and answering, he was saying to them, quote, the one having. So ekon is a present active participle. It's the nominative masculine singular form. The article never lies. That's nominative masculine singular article. The having one, the one having. We have to come up with one because there's no noun. If we keep going, there's no noun here to tell us who, the what, the dog having, the tree having. We know it's something masculine. We're just going to put the one. We're going to stick one in there. The one who has. And if the participle has the article, Ken's rule, use who or which. Who are that? And so let's go with who. The one who, because it's masculine. The one who has. This is you notice we got 4 words for 2. Greek is not a one-for-one kind of translation language. Okay, so answering, he was saying to them, the one who has duo ketonos, metadoto to me ekonti. The one who has 2 cloaks or 2 outer garments, 2 jackets. The one who has 2 of those, you only need one. Different world from ours, right? We think we need lots of coats and lots of jackets. We really don't, but it's part of our culture. We're a rich culture. Not in their world. In their world, you don't need 2 coats. If you have 2 coats, the one who has 2 coats, and ketonos is accusative plural. The one who has 2 coats, metadato, let him give. Let him give to the one not having, or to the one who does not have. Same situation, just a different case. This was a nominative. This is dative. The iota with the iota hanging on, the omega with the iota hanging on for life, the subscript, iota subscript there. This is dative, masculine, singular. May is the word for not that is used with participles. My aunt is an active participle. So this is a active participle, just like this was. Ek, there's nothing done to the stem, so it's present. Present active participle, dative, masculine, singular. The participle endings go like this. Archon anta santi anta. It's the dative singular ending. So to the one not having, to the one who, to one, where does the one come from? It comes from the fact that we have to make it up because it's substantive. There's no noun there. It doesn't say the man not having or whatever. We have to come up with something. And so let's come up with a generic, the one not having. And then Ken's rule, if it has the article, use who or that. So the one who not having, that's bad English. Let's bring it on down. The one who does not have. So now, so metadoto, let him give. So to is a third person singular imperative ending. To, te, tosan, sto, ste, stosan. To is the third person singular, and it tells me let him. Meta do is didomy. It's the aorist of didomy. So donation, give, didomy. It's a me verb. I won't go into them, but this is from meta didomy, to repay, something like that, to give, or it's not repay here, but to give. Let's just say give. It works fine. So metadidomy, it's the aorist because it's lost some letters. It's lost the di. In the aorist, didomy loses the di. So it's aorist, active imperative, third singular from metadidomy, let him give. So if you have two coats, you don't need it. Give the coat, extra coat away. Give it to somebody who needs a coat. Redistribution of wealth going on right here with John the Baptist. And the one who has bromata, the one, not the one who has bros, but the one who has foods, similarly, let him do. So here we have hoekon again, same as here, nominative masculine singular, present active participle, the one having or the one who has, both valid translations. This one's a little nicer for if you're making a, if you're going to publish a translation, this is a little nicer. But the one who has bromata, this is a ma noun, which unlike my ma is neuter. This is a neuter plural alpha, bingo. So foods, we usually don't translate it that way because we don't talk about having having foods. We just say food as a collective plural. But the one having foods, similarly, the os ending tends to be an adverb ending like the ly in English. Similarly, poieto, let him do. Notice the to, it's third person singular imperative. Poieto, it's present stem. So it may have a continuous sense, let him be doing that. Not just a one-time thing necessarily, but let that be your practice. If you got food, be doing this, be giving it to people. If you got extra food, give it to people. Give it to those who need food. Start a soup kitchen. Start a food pantry at your church. Poieo, so it's present stem. We've had a crash. Poie is crashed with eto. When epsilons crash, they form a. And so this is a present active imperative third singular from poieo. So, and answering, he was saying to them, the one who has two coats, let him give to the one who does not have, and the one having foods, similarly, let him do. And that is our verse for this week in Greek.